What is going on, fam? I'm Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. We're going to talk about NFL players, both of these guys. One is Golden Tate. He's a wide receiver from the New York Giants. And we're going to talk about Jalen Ramsey of the Los Angeles Rams. Now, apparently, Jalen Ramsey was dating the sister of Golden Tate. And because they were dating, they were together. Now, Jalen Ramsey has 2 kids with Golden Tate's sister, Brianna. Now, I'm going to read a little bit from this article from the New York Post just to give you a little bit more background. It says, if only Jalen Ramsey got traded to the Lions instead of the Rams, Giants wide receiver Golden Tate would have an opportunity to settle his personal beef. Ramsey, one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL, made his relationship with a new girlfriend public Wednesday with a photo on Instagram. Ramsey had 1 child and a second on the way with Tate's younger sister when he reportedly split with her over the summer in order to date the Las Vegas dancer. But apparently he just made this public. But I had saw something a couple of months ago that Jalen Ramsey was dating this scripper. You know, this female, she's a scripper. They say dancer to clean it up. Well, what's she dancing at? You know, what kind of dance? She doing ballet dancing? Is she a cheerleader dancer? I mean, what other kind of dance could she do? You know, her name is Monica Giovanni. Here's how I say her name. And that is the female he allegedly left his PREGGO girlfriend for. Okay. Now, I want to say this about Jalen Ramsey. Bro, you need to be careful. Because the way you get them is the way they leave you. And you don't want to get into a situation where you end up falling in love with this chick, dealing with her, and then y'all break up, you have a kid with her, and she make your life miserable. You have to be very careful in the situation. Now you in Los Angeles, and we're going to see how that goes. So you were in Jacksonville. We're going to see how, you know, when you're living in LA, that lifestyle, how that's going to play out in your personal life. Now, Jalen does seem like a happier person because of the response that he gave in response to Golden Tate wanting to see him. Okay, but I'll get to that a little bit later. I'm not happy with all the disrespect that he's shown towards my sister and the things he's done in the past, but I don't really want to go too much into it, Tate told the Post. Brianna Tate ran track and field at Ole Miss. It was in a long-time relationship with Ramsey, a first-round pick of the Jaguars, who is on the verge of a monster NFL contract. You know, it's very interesting they put that in there because it's almost making it seem like as soon as he about to get paid, he's leaving the sister just to get with this non-black female. That's how they're making it seem. To me, he didn't have no ring on her finger, you know, and his relationship status was subject to change. I'm not going to say that I'm on his side, but I've had my disagreements with Jalen Ramsey. But I'm not going to vilify the guy if they both amicably broke up because the girlfriend hasn't said anything. You got Golden Tate doing all the talking, which means that she's telling Golden Tate, you know, stuff about the relationship to make Jalen look like a bad guy because the sister knows that Jalen's about to get paid. But she's going to get paid too because he's going to probably end up paying child support. We all know how this is going to go. She got 2 kids with this guy. He knows he's going to have to take care of them, but he didn't care. He wanted to leave. Instead of him being in a relationship where he was unhappy, he left. And the sister is going to, and the thing is, I understand you being a big brother to your sister, but she's a grown woman. She chose to date Jalen Ramsey. She knew what type of guy he was. They got 2 kids together. Okay? Yes, they broke up while she was still pregnant. But again, we don't know the details of the relationship. But obviously, whatever the sister was telling Golden Tate has him wanting to put hands on Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey was unhappy with with the Jacksonville Jaguars' lack of financial commitment to him and essentially forced his way out of town by not playing in games because of injuries. He got healthy quick after a trade last week to the Rams. How inconvenient. Who figured to give him the money he desires. They're definitely going to pay him. They have a history of paying players. They just played their quarterback. They gave the running back a lot of money. A fan tweeted a story about the new couple to Tate's attention with the message, "If I was Showtime Tate," that's his Twitter handle, "I would have words with this young fella." Tate replied on his verified account, "He know he gonna have to see me." It's not the first time that Tate and Ramsey have had an issue. In August of 2018, Ramsey took a shot at the Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford's skills. Tate defended his then teammate by reminding media asking about the comment that the Lions beat the Jaguars and Ramsey was crying on the sideline when the team last played. And that was his brother-in-law. Well, not brother-in-law. That was his that was the boyfriend of his sister. So I don't think they've never really got along, to be honest with you. And maybe this is a way for Golden Tate to settle the score. But, bro, don't put the cape on for your sister just yet, because she's an adult. She wanted to date Jalen. I'm pretty sure you gave her advice about Jalen. She didn't listen. You got to let her be an adult, man. In the more immediate future, Tate is returning to Detroit this weekend. The Lions could be without their injured top corner, Darius Slay. This goes into details about Golden Tate. Now, this is a statement, but this is a post that Jalen Ramsey put out on Twitter. Okay. He said, "We live in a society where ignorant people feel that they are owed an explanation of what goes on in our day-to-day lives and why we make the decisions we make. We don't have to answer to anyone but the man above. This is beyond overrated." Now that is what Jalen Ramsey had to say. Let me just say this. This is stupid. Golden, don't get yourself in trouble trying to come to the defense of your sister in a relationship that she wanted to be in. I can understand if he did harm, you standing up and being a big brother, but bro, she wanted to date him. She wanted to date him. And you can disagree with it, but at the end of the day, you have to move on with your life. It seems that Jalen Ramsey has moved on with his stripper girlfriend, but it's still, I think that you have young guys here. Well, Golden Tate, he's older than Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is 25. He just turned 25, like maybe 2 days ago. That's why I think he put up the post of him and his new girlfriend. He tried to keep the relationship under wraps, but listen, if they broke up during the summer, okay, then they broke up. I don't know what your sister is telling you, but obviously she wants you to be upset at him so you can be her vengeance, because she's upset at him privately because she's not going to be able to have the lifestyle that she thought she would get. She thought that she would be able to be married or in a relationship with a well-paid athlete, and that's not going to be the case. Now, that doesn't mean that she's not going to get back on social media or whatever and, try to date another athlete, because she's going to do that. There's plenty of baby mamas of these athletes who end up trying to date other athletes. Look at DeMarcus Cousins' baby mother. She I don't know if she's still dating him, but she was dating an NFL player recently. These chicks are always hopping on social media trying to chase another athlete and then wonder why the relationships don't work out. I just did a video about Carrie Hilson, the singer Carrie Hilson, and why her relationships continue to fail. It is because they continuously choose guys who aren't ready for those relationships. I think Jalen saw a female he probably always wanted to be with. He could have been messing around with her. We don't know, but he waited to go public once his kid with her was born. He waited to go public, and now he's public. and he wants to move on. And I think, unfortunately, Golden, she's going to have to move on too. He ain't coming back. He's all the way in Los Angeles, and he needs to be careful too. Because I will say this, Jalen, because I know I speak the red pill truth, whether people want to hear it or not. Okay. Be careful, bro, because what's going on in this situation, it can also have ramifications for you, because you're probably with a female who's looking at what you're going to be making, and she's going to be looking at how it's going to better her situation, so you definitely need to be careful, bro. These females you got a lot of these clout chasers. You're literally dating a female who was on the pole, allegedly. Well, she is a dancer, and that's who you're choosing to wife up. Of course, people are going to look at you in disgust because, you're wifing up a female that probably been ran through all throughout the entertainment or with these athletes. She's from Las Vegas. I mean, come on, man. But that's who you chose to be with, man. I can't, be upset because that is the life you chose. That is who you chose to be with. But be very careful, bro. There's a lot of clout chasers out there. There's a lot of clout chasing females looking to hit a lick. And they see these pro athletes as a lick that they can hit. And I think Golden Tate got to understand that Jalen is a guy who's 25 years old. He's probably going to get a super huge contract, be the highest paid cornerback in the league. And he's going to move on with his life. Your sister's not going to be a part of that. And I think that you are bearing you're trying to bear the responsibility of her hurt. But at the end of the day, she's an adult and she dated this guy and she truly believed that relationship would move forward to where they would be together forever. Like, she truly believed that. But that's just not the case. And I think that she needs to move on. She needs to tell you that you need to move on too. Because there's no reason to be going back and forth with this guy, because it makes you look petty and it makes you look weak. If you look at the post that Jalen Ramsey put out, it was a very mature post. It was a post of clarity. The dude seems happier, and he's making you look bad. You can't bear the responsibility of the choices that your sister made. Again, we don't know the ins and outs of the relationship. I'm not going to pretend to tell you what happened and what didn't happen. But what I know is this. If it was my sister or cousin or whatever, I'm going to be as honest with her as I possibly can. I'm going to say, listen, relationship didn't work out. I gave you advice. You may not have listened, but you're an adult and I can't fight your battles. I'm not going to pretend to. He's moving on and you can move on too. Now, I know he's going to be leaving you as basically a single mother. But at the end of the day, we made choices. And this choice just didn't work out.